My time is up.
Thank you, Senator Leahy. Senator Shelby.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, welcome back to the Senate, where you spent a lot of years. I want to get in the area of North Korea. A lot of us are very concerned, and I know you are, about the developments in Korea. It runs hot and then it cools off a little bit. But we have a very unstable regime, I believe, there, and so forth. What role could China play if they chose to do so with North Korea? You know, they have at times, they've let them go at times. And how important is the developments in Korea are to our national security?
Senator Shelby, thank you. China, as you all know, the President spent a couple of days with the new Chinese President,
Absolutely.
Xi, in California a few days ago. Obviously, North Korea was a significant part of that agenda.
Sure.
I was in Singapore about a week ago for the Shangri-La Dialogue, met with my not exact level Minister of Defense level counterpart from China, but senior representatives from the Ministry of Defense there. General Dempsey has met with his counterpart, so we have a number of tracks that we're working with the Chinese on. But specifically, I say that because specifically to address your point about North Korea. There's very little question that the Chinese have more influence with North Korea than any country. And without veering off into the Secretary of State's province, I would say that the Chinese have been helpful in dealing with the North Koreans. We have different issues, different agendas, different interests, but we also have many of the same interests that are parallel and intersect. North Korea is one. How dangerous is North Korea? Dangerous in the sense they're unpredictable. They have capacities. We know that. We have allies there, starting right on the border of the DMZ with our allies in South Korea. We know the kind of armaments and artillery that they have lined up the North Koreans against Seoul. Their capacity, rocket capacity, thrust capacity, weapons capacity, Japan. That's why we responded the last 3 months the way we did, THAAD battery in Guam to protect our assets. Some other, which this committee is very familiar with, decisions that we've made, the President's decided on. So we have to be prepared, Senator, for every option, every contingency. You said it, I think, correctly. We see this up and down diplomatic track, and then there'll be something occur, and then there's a diplomatic track. You know, the South Koreans and North Koreans sat down for the first time in 6 years a few days ago. There'll be ongoing meetings. I think any of those dialogues and any of those venues are helpful, important, but North Korea remains still a dangerous and unpredictable country, and we need to be prepared for that. I don't know if General Dempsey has any responses.
General Dempsey.
Well, thank you, Senator. I mean, you asked about what are our national security interests on the Korean Peninsula. I'd list four very quickly. One, defend the homeland. They are seeking to acquire the ability to reach the homeland or some of our territorial interests in the Pacific. So we have a very clear interest in that national security. And secondly, preserve the armistice. We are responsible by treaty obligation to preserve the armistice that has existed there for 60 years. Third, we have, and related to that, we have 29,000 servicemen and women and about 4,000 families living on the peninsula to achieve that purpose. Third, they are a risk to our security in the way they proliferate technology, whether it's nuclear technology or ballistic missile technology. And fourth, I would say we always have an interest in ensuring secure and confident allies. And so our commitment to our Republic of Korea allies is a reflection of our commitment to the region.
Mr. Secretary, would you touch, I just have a few seconds, you might have longer as an answer, on cybersecurity. You know, we're all interested in cybersecurity far industries, our private businesses and so forth. We're being attacked everywhere. I know that you're being attacked through the defense of installations everywhere. How important I think we all know the basic answer, cybersecurity is important to services because so much of what you do is based on software and the internet. You want to comment on that?
I will, and in the interest of time, I'll be brief, but I would start with this. It's one of the very few areas of the FY 2014 budget where we've asked for an increase.
Sure.
For obvious reasons. I've said many times, Senator Shelby, I said it when I was in the Senate, that I think the cyber threat is probably the most insidious, dangerous threat overall to this country. And there are a lot of threats, but it crosses every line. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know when it's coming. This is a very significant threat. And I think everyone understands that in the Congress. We do. Just as you noted, it takes down industrial-based secrets. It can essentially paralyze economies. Our computers,
change the whole
satellites,
equation of this country.
Changes everything. Could change everything. As you know, the President spent considerable time with Chinese President Xi on this issue. I made in my statements and in my speech at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore last week, I made that a big part of my speech. And I specifically noted that we are aware that many of these attacks are emanating from China. And so I don't think we can minimize this threat, Senator, and I think it's going to be with us, and it's as big a threat that I think we have out there in every way to our country. And it's not just unique to this country. It's unique to every country.
Mr. Chairman, I have some other questions I'd like to submit for the record, if I could.
Thank you, Senator Shelby. Senator Reid.